This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Individuals suffering from anxiety, depression, or depression may not have a positive experience while playing this game. Would you like to review the detailed content warnings, which contain spoilers? Alternatively, in-game, whatever, no. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you have noted the game's age rating in your region, and you consent to your exposure to highly disturbing content. So as we just read, how's it going, guys? What's going on, guys? TechWolf1 here. Welcome to a game called Doki Doki Literature Club. This is the plus version. Fun fact. My goodness. Calm down. Calm yourself. But yeah. This is Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. And that's what we're gonna be playing today. Just came out today. And I'm pretty excited. I played the original, and apparently it's mostly the same. And yeah. So we're gonna get right into it. Those of you that don't know, my name is Ben. We're gonna get started on this magical journey of Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. I'm not gonna do voices for everyone. I'm just gonna say it in my normal voice, most likely. But you know, make it interesting. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Oh yeah, right-clicking does that. Oh god, I forgot about that. It seems they spaced the buttons out. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today. But it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha! I overslept again! But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Ben. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean to me even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Ehehe. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Ben, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. So yeah, by the way, I've played this before. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that, but I've played this before. Before we continue any farther, there are very interesting scenes in this game. Just gonna point that out. Very interesting scenes. Just gonna... Oh, they auto-saves. Pog. And there's only 6 save slots. I just realized that. Alright. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average, while spending my free time on games and anime. Honestly, same. I literally was playing a game earlier, and I'm literally playing a game right now. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years, because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? I still feel like the music is way too loud. Oh my goodness. It is so loud. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. I swear English is my first language. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wanted me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I just saw you sitting there spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait for me, if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, then you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? Look at that face. She's so happy. There's no way I'm going to your club. Me in real life. Meanie. I kind of want to, like, put my voice changer on, like the female one. But that would probably just be really weird. Sayori's the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title, vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Ehehe. Don't make promises you can't keep! I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! Unless today marks the day that I sold my soul for a cupcake. Honestly, I do that every day. Sell my soul for a cupcake, I would do. 100% would do. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Eh? I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Ben, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with the other people, like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? Oh, I know Monica, alright. I have her, her character file on my flash drive right now. My flash drive right next to me, you guys can't see it. But if I were to plug this in, it has it. It has it on it. That's right. It's great to see you again, Ben. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked. But we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come, sit down, Ben. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Oh! I don't know. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate are used to make ears. Yo, my cat was, like, laying on my, like, he was, like, just sitting on me, like, all morning, and it was, like, so annoying, because I was, like, trying to, like, message people on Discord, and he was just sitting on my lap and getting in the way. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first one, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and already has managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Alright, tsundere head at. I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe, but not for you, no, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. What you gonna do? So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Most of this is literally going to be me stumbling upon my words and drinking water. I have this water bottle in my left hand constantly. So, like... and, like, I'm constantly stumbling over my words, so that's literally going to be this entire thing. It's going to be me having a stroke over my words. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for the events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Why did I put a space there? Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow as this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why we're all so delighted about the idea of a new member joining. Though I still really don't know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Ben, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read the past few years, I didn't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she really wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. I'm gonna trace the rim of my water bottle, I guess. My favorites usually involve novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination just to completely throw you through a loop? Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. It desperately grasps something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me into another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way that you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. I'm like slowly giving these characters voices, even though I said I wasn't gonna, but I'm like slowly doing it. So voices will be given to each character eventually. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give it back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! And she has the anime eyes. The literal freaking anime eyes right here. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and show even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. ... Capital D : would have worked there. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Question mark. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have our new member, I think they'll help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen our bond of the club. Isn't that right, Ben? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back on the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sarah might have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, Ben, you all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price that I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. I've sold my soul for a cupcake. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came by for cupcakes, I would be super pissed. That map makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Ben, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Ehehe. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue their chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Ben, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. I'm pretty sure it doesn't let you save before you write your poem, so I'm gonna save now. Sure, might as well. Yay! Yeah, I don't think it lets you save when you're writing your poem. With that, the two of us depart from the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. I'm just gonna keep saving just in case. Because, trust me, I'm gonna try to get all of the endings. It's time to write a poem. Pick words that you think your favorite club member will like. Something might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay, so you can save. So I'm gonna save here, and I'm gonna save in slot 6. Because I'm gonna have one for Sayori, one for Yuri, and then one for Natsuki. I'm going 100% this playthrough. Going 100%. Alright, so we have Sayori, we have Yuri, and we have Natsuki. I'm gonna be going my favorite girl, the old pink-haired over here that likes manga and anime. She likes whispers. Yeah. Kawaii. Let's go. Hop. You know, I never understood what Sayori liked. Like, it's always been, like, just normal things. Like, Sunny, you would think that would be Natsuki, but apparently not. Let's see. Embrace would probably be Yuri. Pleasure would probably be Yuri. Uncontrollable. Infallible. Dang it. Aura. Whistle. Yeah. Fluffy. Yes. Pout. Yes. Parfait. Yes. Kitty. Giggle. Going straight Natsuki here. As much as we can. Puppy. Papa, melody, nibble. That's a cute word. Lollipop. Love. I'm pretty sure love is Sayori. Bubbles. 4 more. Okay. Feather. No, feather is her. Okay. Jump. Swimsuit, I feel like would be Sayori. I'm gonna go silly. No, god freaking. Boop. And then anime is obviously Sayori. But not Sayori, Natsuki. Alright. See, Monika, I would continue talking to you. But, like, I'm gonna save. And then that's where this episode's gonna end. That's where this episode's gonna end right here. So I'm gonna guess you need to beat the game, like the main game, in order to get the new things. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button in the face if you want to see more Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Because, you know, it's as simple as that. You gotta click the like button. Make sure you comment if you want me to do more of this. I'll probably just finish it since I've already started it. Yeah, if you like this video, make sure to punch the like button in the face and subscribe to become part of the Wolf Pack today. And I guess I'll see you all in the next video. Peace!